So what's your name, brother?
My name is Carl Allen Anderson.
Awesome. How long have you been following Jesus for, brother?
Man, you know, it's been an up and down thing since I was about 13 years old. You know, it's fluctuated relationship, you know. But definitely it has been a relationship. You know, that's my boy, that's my friend. I call him Justice. That, you know, but yeah, short and sweet, pretty much.
I love that. It sounds like you have a very beautiful relationship with God. You see him as an almighty justice of God and then also your friend, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. No doubt. What a friend we have in Jesus.
Yeah, that's awesome. Another question. In your relationship with God, what is one theme from the Bible, one theme in your life that God has really spoken to you about?
Man, the story of Joseph pops in my mind, you know, he was in the pit of a whale. I felt like that in jail cells and stuff like that, and amongst scorpions and all kind of different insects and on their spiders. That, you know, it was a well in the desert, and I felt like that because, to be honest, in society you got human scorpions and spiders that have ill intent. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know their hearts. God does, and they're still breathing, so they have a chance to be forgiven. But you know, God took me up out of that well. He took me out of that pit, and even though I was in bondage for a while afterwards, just like Joseph. I know that, you know, in falsely accused once or twice, you know, I know that he still has a purpose. I still walked in faith. I wasn't nowhere near as, I guess you can say, Joseph was a very honorable person. You know, I wasn't nowhere near that, but I can relate to that story because I feel like God is gonna, you know, put me in a position where I'm near a pharaoh of some kind of this world. You know, kings like God said He'll bring us out of prison. He'll bring us out of prison and sit us among kings, man. And you know, and I feel like God has a purpose in to give back in some type of way, like Joseph was able to do for his brothers, and forgive them and provide for his loved ones in some type of way, man. You know, and I see that coming in my future for sure.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So I know that you love to make music.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about your passion for music and how that has turned into a state of worship for you.
Started with secular music, man. When I was a kid and stuff, I wanted to be a successful rapper, talking about that BS, short and sweet, man. That, you know, the devil's language. You know, it says the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and that's all what we be rapping about in the communities and stuff. Taking somebody's girl, taking somebody's watch, taking somebody's chain, stealing and killing and destroying. And man, I was like, man, I'm not gonna speak the devil's language no more. And you know, I got incarcerated for about 2 years, and I was in jail, King County Jail, and craziness in there. And I saw that the younger generation didn't want to pick up Bibles. I'd open up the Bible and they didn't like it too much, you know. So I took another approach. They respond to hip hop, rap music. So I started writing some songs glorifying God. And I remember they would be like, man, you got bars, bro. And I'd be like, nah, these are bars that's in the Bible. You know what I mean? And they'd be like, for real, that's in the Bible? And I'd be like, yeah. So I use rap to preach, man. And then I'd open it, and finally I'd be able to open up the Bible, and then they'd just and they'd be impressed with God's word, you know. So I feel like God has a calling on my life to reach the younger generation through hip hop and spread the word gospel through music, man.
What an important ministry. I feel like the young generation is going to respond to that.
Yeah, me too.
And I mean, music is probably the greatest influence right now. So
absolutely,
I love that, and it's so good talking to you, Carl.
Appreciate it, man. God
bless you. Have a good one, man. We're gonna have a good day.
Love you.